How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Harry's Hot Rod Garage. Today we're going to go to Corvettes at Carlisle, the biggest Corvette show on the planet. It's great. I met up with a few of my friends. My friend Gary Ricketts and myself went there for the day. We hooked up with our buddy Steve Riddle, who has a couple nice Corvettes that you can see his Corvettes on Harry's Hot Rod Garage also. The episode is called Steve's Corvettes. We'll have a couple short shots of his car, and we're going to go to the NCRS tent, the National Corvette Restore Society, and we're going to meet up with my buddy Frank Steck. So stay tuned. Here we go, right on into the tent. And welcome to another episode of Harry's Hot Rod Garage. Today we're here at the NCRS Gallery. We have with us Frank Steck. He's the co-chair of the NCRS Corvette Gallery. How you doing today, Frank?
Good morning, Harry. Everything's fine.
I'm so glad you could take time out to tell us a little bit about this gallery here.
What we've done is we've done over 20 of these. Back in the 1990s, the Delaware Valley chapter, we did some regionals on the fairgrounds. Chip Miller came to Tim and Elaine Reisner and me and asked us if we could do a regional every year. Well, we couldn't do it, but so the four of us came up with this format. What we wanted to do is, this is the largest Corvette event in the world, and this is the NCRS's presence at Corvettes at Carlisle. And the Delaware Valley chapter, we're exclusively in charge of running this. So this has been going on since about 2001. Chip Miller passed away in March of 2004, and this is in memory of Chip. Chip was one of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet, and a friend to everyone. So what I'd like to do, Harry, is this is a little thing for Chip, you know, and this is like an evolution display. We're going to go past the cars, and we're going to start at the beginning of when Corvette started up to the present day. Okay?
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Okay, tell us about this car here.
Okay, every one of the cars in this display, except the last one we're going to look at, which is a Sportsman. They're all NCRS top flight cars. And look, what we do is every year, just about every judging class of NCRS, we have a representative. It's a 1953. NCRS has a 1953 to 5 class.
Okay.
So this is a 1953. It's totally restored, and it's one of the nicest ones in the country. One of the nicest ones I've ever seen. You know. So all 1953s were white. There was 300 of them made.
That's it, just 300,
300, and they're very, very rare, yes.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. This is the 1956. This is the 1956 and 7 judging class.
Okay.
This is also, a lot of people, these are the favorite solid axle cars.
Why is that?
They're very simple. They have single headlights. They're a little smaller than the 58 through 62s, but they're really distinctive, and you can't miss them. There wasn't a lot of these cars made.
No, it's nice all around, yes.
And it's stunning.
Yes, now this, like the engine is something, would this be still a straight 6 in this, or is it a 283?
They're 283.
283, them engines go on, they live forever, them 283s.
Yes, they do, yes.
They were great engines.
Yes. This is a Crown Sapphire. This is a 1959.
Okay.
The judging class is 58 to 60, 3 years. The 59, the 58 has a washboard put on,
yes,
which is very distinctive. And the 58 and 59s, they still have a lot of chrome on them.
Yeah, a lot of bright work, looks great.
A lot of bright work, which really adds to the appearance of the car. After 1960, that sort of changed, and the next car we go to will show you that.
Okay, now is this the first year for the dual headlights? Or
1958 is the first
58?
year.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Really nice looking cars, beautiful colors.
This is a Roman Red 1962. 61 and 62 were very similar. If you look, the headlights are body color.
Oh yes.
You don't have the
bright work,
chrome in the grills.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that's different about a 62 is a 61. The 62 is all body color. If you look at the code,
straight all the way down.
Yes,
yeah.
We're 61. You can get different color
codes in the code.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what this one is. 63 split window.
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead.
This is a saddle tan 63. You can tell by the split window coupe. The owner brought this car down from Canada, from Ontario, and it's a top flight NCRS cars like the rest of them. And You can look at the 63. It's got the split window coupe, and that's the difference between one of the differences between the 64 to 7.
Yes.
These are very, very desirable, and they're very popular in the collector car hobby right now.
I bet they are.
Yeah. This is a 1965. This is a Glen Green 65. It's a small block convertible, and there's a difference between a 65 and 6. The way you can tell a 65 is on the hood, there's no Corvette script. It's very clean.
Oh, okay.
And if you're looking at a coupe, your 65 has vents along the rear of the pillar on the coupe.
Yes, it had exhaust fan there, right? Or
Yeah.
of types, yeah,
Yeah.
sorts.
Yeah, but this is a pretty convertible. This fella's owned this car for a long time, so.
Very nice. Yeah, look, in the shade it looks black, but when the sun hits this thing, they really stand out.
This is a red 1966. It's a red 66. It's a 4 1/4 horse, 427 in it. And one thing I want to point out, when we were at the green car, this green 65, you can tell a 66. One of them is the Corvette script on the hood.
Oh, okay, I see. Yes.
That's the way you can tell them.
Oh, okay.
This is a beautiful example.
Yes, and of course Raleigh red. Everybody red Corvette. That's everybody likes red Corvettes.
This is the last of the mid years. In 1967, a lot of people think the 67 is the best of that run. This is a tuxedo black example. It's a 427, 435 horse car, red Stinger, and that's as good as it gets with a collector Corvette.
You're not kidding. It sure is. It's
Black
a beauty
top,
too.
Yes.
Very nice.
Owned this car for over close to 25 years.
Really? Oh man, that's great. What a beautiful car.
What we have here, we have a white Can-Am white 1969. I think this is one of the prettiest 68, 69 Corvettes I've ever seen. The lady that owns this car has owned this next to almost 50 years.
Oh my goodness.
Her and her husband restored it. It's pretty with the black top, the red interior. You have the side pipes, which is very rare on the C3 models.
Oh really?
The side pipes, you could have ordered them the second half of 1969.
Not the early run. You couldn't get them.
You cannot
Really?
get one in 68, the first half of 69, and if you see a set of side pipes on anything later than a 69, it's something that's been added.
Ah, cool.
This car's got the red lines, it's the rally wheels, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my
It sure
favorites.
is. Really nice. The red interior. Boy, it's nice. Really stands out good.
Yes. This is a 1971 red LT1. LT1s are really probably 70 to 72 are maybe the most desirable Corvette you can buy. This car won it achieved the Duntov Award, which is one of the most prestigious things you can achieve with a Corvette and NCRS.
Oh, okay.
You have to go through a performance verification, driving the car with a national team leader. You have to get a top flight at a regional. You have to go to a national and get over a 97% at the national convention.
Oh boy, so there's a lot of things to get to that level.
Yes.
And you said performance means the judges actually get in the car and you go for a ride.
In the car.
So they make sure everything's copacetic.
They're in the parking lot and they do a complete operations on the car, and they physically get in that car and they take you for a ride.
Oh, okay.
About a 5-mile ride.
Yeah, really that long?
Yes.
Okay, so they want to make sure it is
Yes.
right up to
If you feel
snuff.
one thing, one item, you get 15 minutes to fix it. If you can't, the test is done.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's very hard.
So it's very strict, and to have that award is really
Yes.
great.
Yes. Okay, now this is in 1973. Starting in 1973, when you got the C3 era, the 73 had the rubber bumper in the front and had the chrome bumpers in the back. Okay. It's very distinctive. You can tell a 73 that way. There's not a lot of nice 73 to 77 Corvettes I've seen, a lot of top flight cars. And when we find a nice example like that, we always try and get it invited to come in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks very nice, really sharp. Well, as time progresses, things change, you know?
Change, yes. Okay. Now, this white 79 is the first. It's the first car that the current owner owned. This is his first car, and here it is 45 years later. He still owns this.
That's amazing. That's great.
79 was the most. There was more Corvettes produced in 1979 than any other model year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. it was over 53,000 of them produced.
Okay.
This is an L82, which is the high-performance engine. You had two engine options in 1979. And one thing this car has also, the optional spoilers. There's a spoiler in the back, and there's a spoiler
boy,
in the front.
I haven't seen that on many cars.
No, you don't see a lot of them. That's optional, Harry. That's something that they all came with.
That's really neat.
It's got the white interior, so original tires on this car.
Original tires, look at that.
Yes.
Really nice.
Yes.
Nice
First time
car.
it's been out in a long time.
Really?
Yes. Okay, this is a 1995, the Indy Pace Car Edition.
Oh, okay.
They're very distinctive by the paint scheme on them. This is a low mileage example that's been kept like new. But you can tell you got the purple on the top with the white, and there's been a lot of Corvette edition pace cars, but this is a beautiful one, and we were lucky enough to get this far.
Really nice example.
Yes.
Really cool. I see he's even got the window sticker in the car.
Yes.
Really neat.
Yes. Okay, so what we have here, we have a white 1998 coupe. They made this model from 1997 through 2004. This is owned by a couple that wasn't involved in NCRS until a couple years ago. They brought this car to one of the meets, got a top flight with it, and they are super enthusiastic people. And they love showing their car. It's a family thing with these people.
Well, that's great. It's a good organization.
Yes.
You meet a lot of nice people, and you have a lot in common.
Yes.
And you need new members to keep things going. So that's really nice.
One thing I want to point out to everyone: if you look at the wheels, they made these wheels between 97, 8, and 9. Okay, they came with it. You can tell if you look at these wheels. It's the first 3 model years. They came with a thinner spoke after that, so that's how you can tell a 2000 for a 2004.
Oh, okay. That's great.
This is a 70th anniversary convertible. These cars are not flight judged. 2007 is the last year that NCS flight judges cars. But this car has a Sportsman Award. This car was driven to a national convention, an old NCRS judge car. You can still become a part of NCRS. One thing that this couple has done is they're very active doing road tours. NCRS does a road tour every year to the national convention. Next year it's going to Las Vegas. And a lot of people, that's the big thing they do with NCRS, is just road tours. And they see the whole country. I've done that myself 15 times. And I've been out west 5 times on road tours.
That's
That's
great.
a neat part of the hobby too. It's not just about nuts and bolts.
Yeah,
and having
getting
the cars
judged. Yeah.
It has to do with that aspect.
That's
of it.
great. Now, is this the 50th anniversary of the NCRS this year, or was
Yes,
it last year?
yes.
This year?
This is the 50th anniversary. It started in
So
1974.
it's been going a long way, and hopefully it'll go another 50. We'll see what's coming in the future.
Yes, I joined when I was 25 years old.
Oh, that's
so I've
great.
been a member of this for a long time, and I've had a lot of fun with it.
Well, that's good. We need some new members to carry the torch, you guys. So if you're very interested or even thinking about it, look it up online, NCRS.
NCRS.org.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Well, Frank, I want to thank you very much for your valuable time. I'm going to go around the grounds here and look at the other 3,000 Corvettes that are out here.
Yes, there's a lot of them here. This is the biggest Corvette event in the world.
Yeah, and so I really appreciate your time, and thank you very much.
You're welcome, Harry. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's a beautiful 66.
Yeah.
You guys can see this car
It looks like it's completely.
on Harry's Hot Rod Garage and see the whole interview. Steve Riddle's 66502 big block. Very nice car, beautiful paint. Looks great in the sunlight. We did the interview in the evening, so it was hard to see how nice the paint really was. That 502, that 502 screams power, baby. Well, we had a great time today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. There's more to come. I went to the Camaro Nationals in July. We're going to have a video on that coming up soon. And we're going to have our trip to the New Jersey Motor Sports Park. So stay tuned for more good videos. And remember, thank a veteran today.